Got a good one for you today.
You sure about that?
Oh yeah,
Because I like him.
it's Bill Burr.
I watch a lot of him.
It's Bill Burr, so you know it's good.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
I am here for black people. It's fucking idiots. What kind of a fucking idiot white person refers to themselves as woke? You know, if you actually were socially conscious, you'd realize that white people stole that word from black people. Once again, doing the Elvis thing, right? But you know what? I blame black people for that.
What?
One of them fucked up. They were at a party, there was white people there, and they let it slip out. Stay woke, however the fuck you say it, and some white person heard it like, who is that? Oh my God. Stay woke? I want to say that. I gotta say that around my white friends so they know that I'm down.
How you gonna blame black people?
I mean, that's where it started. It started with us.
I know it.
We used to walk around here, I'm woke.
Well, when we was using the word, it had a totally different meaning. But as always, somebody comes in and steals our stuff.
I don't know if this had a totally. It means to be socially conscious, to know what's going on,
But
to be
that's
conscious.
that's not the way white people using it now on YouTube. They've taken it and hijacked it and
It
turned.
look like it's the same way, but it's just not.
It's not. He even just said it. It's not woke. And I know I used to use the word, and I got tired of
me
it and
too.
stopped using it. Woke, stay woke. All that stems from being socially conscious. It came from people who was talking about red pill long before red pill was popular. It came from
red pill.
Yeah, take the red pill.
What you mean red pill? When you say red pill nowadays, don't mean the same thing as what you talking about.
Exactly. I'm talking about before all this stuff. Well, no, because it's some
Red
people still
pill
use red pill the same way.
Red pill back then was Matrix red pill.
I know all this stuff.
Not red pill community, Kevin Samuels and all them other men and
Yeah,
stuff.
but that's not the only meaning for red pill to this day. Some people still using it in the original context. But red pill, all that stuff, the black conscious movement was using. But the red pill thing came from, like you said, the Matrix, because it meant to be, you take the red pill, you awaken to the real world, what's really going on around you.
Yeah.
And black people, the conscious movement, which been around for a long time, long before even the Matrix movie, but they started saying stay woke, and woke in reference to being socially conscious of what's really going on around you. Now the term has been hijacked by white people, especially on YouTube. And even black people use it this way now, but that's how stuff goes. Sometimes words get hijacked and the meaning get changed, people start using it different.
They're still using it in the same sense, but
No,
not quite.
Can I finish my point?
Okay.
And then you can rebut. The way white people using it now is to talk about people who are basically left-leaning liberals, heavy-duty leftists, progressives. That's what.
You're not being clear.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
That's who white people in the.
Why do you keep saying white people?
Because
it's
is
progressive
no.
people. No, man, it's freaking black people to be doing that mess too.
Can you let me finish? If you let me finish, we wouldn't be having this problem.
You're taking too long. Get to the point and be clear about it, because you're jumping all over the place.
I am not jumping all over the place. I'm right on the money. White people on social media, basically YouTube. Give you an example.
No, you ain't explained what they doing yet.
You the only one that don't understand.
No, I understand, but you're not. I know where you're going with it, but you ain't went there yet. You got to be clear and communicate.
The term that they're using now, they took woke to mean SJWs, liberals, hard left-leaning people, progressives. That's who white people mean when they say woke. These people are woke. When they say you woke, it's a negative term now. That's what that means. I don't know what you thinking, but that's what it means. It's a term that's negative. When you call somebody woke, you're speaking about them in a negative light. You're saying that this person is one of those people who I'm canceling everybody, and we need to let these people, this and that, and we need to have this many black people in a movie. We need to have this many gay people in a movie. We got to have the alphabet mafia in every single movie. I'm having a movement. I'm doing this. That's who they mean That's what the word has. That's the new meaning for the word now. White people who are basically
keep saying white people
because it is.
It's not just white people that's doing that mess. We just went to our daughter's college, and the chick was a black woman that stood up there. My pronouns are she and her.
That's
like
listen to what you're saying. What you just said is the person that the white person or the YouTubers or whatever would call woke. Those people are, in a new definition of the word, woke. So it's a negative term.
You still ain't really. You said it's a negative term.
It's a negative term in reference to people like the people at your college.
Can you calm down for a minute? Can you dial it back for a minute? You have not defined the difference, because I submit to you that they still using it. It's just been perverted. They still using it the same way.
Okay, here's the difference.
Because the original meaning was to be aware of what was happening in the world. In their mind,
that was a positive thing.
Yeah, back then, in their mind, they feel like they are aware of what's happening in the world.
That's not the same. Those are two different people. You're messing up. I'm not messing up. I see what a disconnect is.
It ain't no disconnect with me. I know what you're saying, but you're not listening to what I'm saying. They honestly believe that they are fighting a cause because of the newfound knowledge that they have. Quote, air quotes. The newfound knowledge that they have. They feel like they have been awakened. Like they wasn't aware of the oppression of women and the oppression of black people and the oppression of immigrants and the oppression of all these people. They was the LGBT. They wasn't aware of that, and then they became aware of it, therefore making them woke. So they feel like they are doing the same thing that they was doing back in the day, but it's not. They are fighting causes that had already been fought.
We have a disconnect because.
Oh my God! Go ahead.
Really?
Yes, really. Go ahead.
The people back in the day called themselves woke because it was a positive thing, and the reason they was calling themselves woke and telling other people to stay woke is because of them saying so-called being socially conscious and them wanting you to be socially conscious. The people that are being called woke today are not calling themselves woke. They're being called woke because it's a negative term now.
I said it was perverted. Did you not
right?
Miss?
But
did you miss that part?
But you talking about the people themselves. The people themselves are not using the term. The people themselves get offended when you call them woke because they like, what are you talking about? I'm not woke. I'm just telling you the truth. This is the truth of the world. They are the people who being called woke. They're not walking around calling themselves woke. The people back in the day walked around calling themselves woke.
His video just said that they call themselves
woke. He said the people took the word and messed it up. They heard it and was like, oh, that sounds cool. Let's use it. But that's not. I'm gonna give you a good example. Why we?
Oh my! You don't have to. You ain't got to explain it to me. I'm just asking you to be clear on what you're saying.
I'm clear. Let me show you. I had something anyway in reference to this. Let me pull it up.
I said the word has been perverted. That's what I said.
Yeah, but the people using it are not the same people who's using the people.
No, language changes. Language evolves.
I understand.
Language is to do what it do, and the word has been taken. It was a cultural thing for black people too. It was a cultural thing because we had been, what's the word? We didn't know, a lot that was going on, and hell, freaking Erica Badu made a whole song about it.
Yeah, but it's not the same thing.
What she say? This world unchanged since I've been conscious.
Right.
Those are her words.
Right.
That's what she was talking about.
Right.
That's what it meant back in the day.
That's the positive. That's
you keep saying positive.
Because it's a negative word now.
Yeah, it's a negative word now, but who said it wasn't a negative word back then?
It wasn't negative back then.
Living Color used to make fun of the brother who's supposed to make positive. Oswald Bates was supposed to be conscious. Was an idiot. Doesn't matter. I'm just saying he was making fun of the brother who's supposed to have been conscious back then. That's who Oswald Bates is. He was like a freaking parody of that brother that's walking around trying to tell everybody else what was going on. The guy who was woke back in the day. So who said it was a positive thing? We said it in our community as positive, but there are some black people back then who did not take that word and say it was positive. They made jokes about it. They always make jokes about the so-called conscious brother. I think Martin did too on his show.
Yeah.
You're not listening.
I heard everything you said.
You're not listening.
All I'm saying
that's why you smirking. You I ain't trying to hear nothing you saying. That's all noise. That's fine. The audience can decide who's saying what. That's fine.
The word used to have a positive connotation back in the day. Now it has a negative connotation. That's all that's to it. And
it's more negative now, but it was positive and negative back then. That's the reason why. What is it? Martin had the brother that came on there. The brother that when they went out to the when Tommy went out there on his show with the snow bunny, they went out there to go skiing.
See,
and he had the brother in the all black. That was the woke brother. Okay, they was making fun of that was in the 90s. That was the woke brother, the brother who ended up getting with the white girl at the end of the episode. Mm-hmm. You remember that, right?
I know who do this.
And you know Oswald Bate, right?
We know Oswald Bate.
You telling me that's positive and Living Color, they made fun of it too.
But even back then, they respect, even though they was being funny and making fun of people, they made fun of everybody on Living Color and Martin. But in the community, everybody respected the people who were so-called woke.
Some people respected the people that was so-called woke. Other people thought they was crazy.
The people back then, when they was talking the so-called woke stuff, they was actually telling you real stuff that was true, that was fact most of the time. Some of them cats was straight up clowns, but most of the time. Nowadays, the people who are so-called woke, who are being called woke, they're not calling themselves woke. They're being called woke by the people on the outside. It's because most of them people is nuts. They crazy, and the stuff they talking about is not the truth or the facts.
They're fighting causes that have already been fought.
Walking around talking about boys can be girls and girls can be boys is an idiot. That's not real woke. That's real dumb. So it's a big difference. And watch this. Even this dude, I had this up for another video, but we ain't gonna do all that because I'm just gonna play this just the beginning of it. Listen to what he say. This is a white YouTuber who uses the word. Watch this.
Oh, boy.
Woke. If there's one word I could choose to erase from the English language, it would probably be that. It's a word that I try to avoid in my own reviews as
He don't even want to use the word no more because it's so played. It's so played out. He don't even like the word no more.
Yeah, I don't like it no more either.
Listen, I'm sick of the word.
I said it's been perverted. I said that like 15 minutes ago, but you won't acknowledge that.
Yeah, but you said perverted for a different reason. But let me just...
Possible, because just like racism and sexism, it's been overused so much over the past few years that it's basically lost all meaning and relevance.
Yep.
It seems like every piece of online discourse about a new movie, TV show, or video game inevitably devolves into whether or not it's woke, without really understanding what that word even means and how to measure it. So I guess this video is my own little way of drawing a line in the sand and hopefully clarifying what it actually means for something to be woke. So first up, how do we begin to define it? Well, it kind of depends who you ask. If you ask someone on the progressive end of the political spectrum, they'll probably tell you that being woke means demonstrating a greater awareness of the systematic injustices, oppression, and inequality of modern society.
That's what woke used to mean.
That's the same thing that they think it means now. They think that it's systematic oppression against certain groups of people, and they feel like they're fighting these causes.
Okay, I'll give you this. People who call themselves woke to this day still, they go with that, what you saying. But the people who are being called woke, who don't like being called woke, is on the other end of that spectrum. They idiots.
Okay, what... We sound like we're saying somewhat of the same thing. All that I'm saying is the people back then that was saying that this is what they believe, which is what he just said, the systematic oppression and all this other stuff. It's the same thing that these people are saying.
Not all of them.
It's not the same causes, but they feel like they're saying the same thing. But here's the thing. But the reason why you think they're idiots or whatever is because they're fighting causes that have already been fought and won. Women are not oppressed over here in America.
Not all the causes they fighting are real causes. So no.
No, I'm just talking about
some of the stuff they fighting for is idiocy. But go ahead.
I'm just saying most of the stuff that they sit there and talk about has been fought and won. LGBT community got more rights than they need. They freaking got the rights that they need. They got them. They can get married. They can get divorced. They can get alimony and all this other stuff like everybody else. They can, they can be hired. They can work places. They got laws that protect them from being discriminated against. All of that.
I submit to you that LGB and LGBTQ ain't even on the same page because the LGB a lot of them don't even agree with what the T and the
You
Q are doing right now.
digressing. That's not the subject.
Go ahead.
The fact of the matter is, the LGBT community have their rights.
I only said that because you keep throwing the T in there. But go ahead.
Because that's what the letter said. Okay, let them go fight over who if they're gonna drop the T or not. But for right now, it's LGBT
Q,
and all
RSTUV, WX. Yeah.
Anyway, the fact of the matter is they have their rights. Women have their rights. I'm trying to think of who else ain't got no rights. Black people got their rights. Like all of this stuff is already these battles and stuff have been fought and won, and so people look at them like they're morons because it's like, well, why are you fighting for causes that have already been? These causes have come and gone in our society, and these people they have their rights. I don't see how not just use women as an example.
Well, the woke mob is the people that's canceling people.
How are women oppressed in America? What is it that we can't do here? Like what are we hindered from doing? Because last time I checked, we can do any damn thing we want to. We can go to work. We can have kids. We can freaking be firefighters, police officers. We can run for president. We ain't had a woman that ran for president we like yet. But
certainly ain't Hillary. Oh my God. She was trash.
Hillary, you mean. But
trash.
We can run for president. There's like no limitations on nothing. We could drive by ourselves. We can leave out the house by ourselves. Like some women in other countries can't do that. Like, you can have multiple partners. You can have babies all over the damn place. You can just do what the hell you want. There's nothing that you can't do. So I don't. The reason you looking at them like that is because, like I said, they like won. They're fighting causes that have already been.
That's
won.
what I'm saying. The woke mob.
But they think that they're fighting something though.
They ain't fight. The woke mob would be like, women need to get lead roles in movies, and women are oppressed and they don't get the same. It's like women been lead roles for forever. What are you talking about? Yep. But let me finish letting him see.
Society and making some effort to pass that awareness on to the audience. It's about educating people, helping them to broaden their minds and see the world from a different perspective, giving more visibility to groups that didn't get a fair shot in the past, and inspiring a greater sense of compassion and acceptance of people who happen to look or think different from you. On the other hand, if you ask someone on the opposite side, they'll tell you that it's a divisive and destructive ideology that aggressively pushes hardcore left-wing political agendas into all aspects of entertainment, demonizing anyone who happens to be straight, white and male, undermining Western cultural values, hijacking and destroying long-established characters and franchises, and generally chipping away at the foundations of everything that our culture's built on.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now see, that's why I said the negative, because all that stuff he just ran down, this group of woke people are doing this right here. They're like destroying the fabric of everything. Like you can't even have, you say something like this and they'll say, you crazy. You can't use like
I submit to you, they don't know no better because oftentimes it's like college kids.
But I'm just saying something as simple as using sir. You can't like certain words they want to take out the language altogether. They don't even want to. They want you to say people. Now you can't even say ladies and gentlemen at certain events no more. You have to say people.
Pregnant people. You gotta say pregnant people.
You can't say. You gotta say. What's the other word they got for it instead of pregnant people? It's another term. That's socially not offensive.
I don't know. It's supposed to be pregnant person, pregnant people. You can't say woman, pregnant woman. You can't say that no more.
It's another term.
Supposedly.
It's another term.
I'm gonna say it.
But
I know some pregnant women right now.
That's my point. He just pointed out the difference. He's saying this group of woke people that are being called woke is like just straight up self-destructive or just destroying the fabric of everything
about society. Yeah, I know.
So
basically you've got two wildly conflicting views of the same thing, coloured by the perspectives of the people involved. And with that being the case, is it even possible to be objective about something so divisive?
They're trying to revamp our culture. They're trying to change the culture of America. I mean, that's just the point blank period. They're trying to revamp our culture. They're trying to change things. All this stuff is an agenda. All this crap that's in the media and stuff is by design. It's not by accident. Because we don't need you to make sure you put enough black people in the movie, enough women in the movie, or enough dwarfs in the movie, or enough Asian people.
No, they took the dwarfs out the movie. Talk about being quote unquote woke. They took the dwarfs out the movie because they didn't want to offend dwarfs, and in the process offended dwarfs. It's crazy as hell. Because the
This-
Dawes was like, what y'all doing? We didn't ask you to do that. Those was roles we could have had.
I don't know how we seven white, what is it, Snow White and the seven dwarves, and there ain't no dwarfs in it, or dwarfs.
It ain't even called Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Now it's just Snow White. And the chick ain't even white. The girl they got to play this live action version ain't even white. And the name of the character is Snow White because the damn character skin was white as snow. But anyway, that's
all this
subject.
is designed to keep us divided.
You sound woke right now.
That's pretty much what it is.
You sound old school woke right now.
Whatever. I'm just saying that's all. It's designed to keep us divided. Because if we arguing about freaking stupid stuff like can a man go in the bathroom with a little girl and he claim to call himself a girl, then that's we can't pay attention to what we need to pay attention to.
That's
what we like having these dumbass conversations about stuff that just like this. Do I call you sir a man? I call you what you look like. Like,
not only what you look, what you are. But anyway.
Yeah, so it's like some of these things that we're doing is just it all designed to keep us divided. To me, in my opinion, they tried to do the black-white thing. It's like, well, damn, that ain't really stick to get us fighting each other. So now they gonna like do the transgender against the rest of America. It's like picking sides. It's like, what's next after this?
I don't know.
It's just trying to keep us divided, keep us arguing, so we won't pay attention to what the hell they doing over in Washington. We're too busy arguing about stupid stuff.
Well, I don't know. This video went a couple different ways, but still on the subject of woke. But I ain't got nothing else. You got anything else for this?
No. Would you about to play the rest of this?
Nah, this too long. I ain't playing the rest of this. They can go watch the whole video if they want to see it.
Oh, okay.
Because he going into the Hollywood aspect of this right here.
Hollywood,
because Hollywood is just like they really are the ones who
pushing this mess like that heifer.
Junk.
What's that heifer say? First leading role. What's her name?
Oh, that was Jennifer Lawrence. Talking about she's happy to something about her being happy to be one of the women who get to in this modern era of lead women first roles. I don't know. She quoted online. She got a quote.
Something about her being a lead, having a lead role,
being a lead woman in a movie.
Like heifer.
You ain't the first.
I've been watching Long Kiss Goodnight like 100 times over. I watched that movie 1,000 times over.
Alien.
And that was a lady leading the role. And that movie old as hell. That movie came out from the 90s?
Yes, you go back further than that.
Something
you got
like
Sarah
that?
Connor. You got Ripley, Aliens. There's so many movies, but anyway.
Like this chick, I just love that because she went from a housewife to an assassin. It was a beautiful transformation.
We should do a video on that.
Oh, okay.
All right, let me play this again one more time, just so I can make sure I got the context.
I am here for black people. Fucking idiots. What kind of a fucking idiot white person refers to themselves as woke?
Oh my God.
If you actually were socially conscious, you'd realize that white people stole that word from black people.
Okay, I knew I thought that's what I heard. He not talking about. See, I put my whole argument on the folks calling people woke, which is the ones that's really dominating media, social media, YouTube. It's the people calling everybody woke. Everything is woke. Woke.
Well, they doing that because they need a title for stupidity. But go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, it's true. I mean, they got legitimate points. What they calling these people. I mean, what they doing? They could have came up with a better word than woke, but he's actually talking about. I guess this goes to your argument. He's talking about these doggone idiots who stole a word and using it in reference to themselves, I guess, and they ain't even used it right. He talking about they want to sound cool. So he actually is talking about the people calling themselves woke. Or I don't even know. Are they calling themselves? I guess they are. Some of them are because some of them.
They do that. I keep trying to tell you that they do that. They call themselves that. They believe,
and they idiots.
They honestly, wholeheartedly believe that they are fighting causes. They really believe that there's things that.
Well, you already made that point. I didn't even want to get into all that. You
okay.
You went in on that whole thing for the whole video. I'm just saying, and what clicked it for me is when he said, if you really think you were socially conscious. So he talking to these people who think they socially conscious, which again are the idiots, and they call themselves woke. So I don't know. Maybe we are saying the same. No, we not saying the same.
No,
thing.
we're not saying the same thing. But I don't think you was hearing me.
But I still, whatever. Anyway,
Yeah. I ain't got nothing else. I don't know if we on the same page or not.
Well, let the crowd, the audience, the people in the
I
comments.
thought we was on the same page. I just think that you wasn't clear. But okay.
I wasn't clear.
Oh, you didn't understand me. You know what I was saying, but you know he ain't.
I did not understand the words that were coming out your mouth.
Yep, or something.
All I'm gonna say to you,
the disconnect was on your side. I completely understand.
I am disconnected. I'm unplugged
on.
from the matrix. I'm woke,
Oh,
and you should stay woke. And we out.